Today's story is a romance about a quiet Marchioness, an obsessive knight, and 4 years of love that almost slipped away because neither of them could say the truth. Meet our heroine, Carol. Once the 4th princess of the kingdom, she's now the lady of a noble house through an arranged marriage. And her husband, Alan, a marquis and the kingdom's knight commander, admired by everyone, yet somehow a stranger to his own wife. Every day, Carol greets him with a bright smile, playing the perfect Marchioness as he heads out to serve the crown. She watches him leave, savoring even the smallest goodbye, because deep down she has loved this man for years. The moment he's gone, the composed lady melts into a giddy mess, gushing over how handsome her husband is and how desperately she adores him. But her joy hides a quiet ache. He'll embrace her, yet it never goes any further, and she believes she knows exactly why. Back when she was the youngest princess, her overprotective father arranged this marriage, even though she was told Alan already loved another woman. 3 years in, theirs is still a marriage in name only. He plays the caring husband, but he has never once truly touched her. So Carol made a decision. She would never become a burden to him, hiding her real feelings behind the role of a proper wife. At a garden party, she overhears the other ladies whispering about her older sister, the first princess, and a familiar rumor begins to spread. The gossip is merciless. They claim they saw Alan kissing the first princess, and that Carol being cast aside is only a matter of time. And the cruelest part, the woman Alan supposedly loves is her own sister. Heartbroken, Carol runs, certain the two of them belong together. Telling herself these 3 years still made her happy, she resolves to set Alan free and quietly writes out the divorce papers. 1 year later, far from the capital, Carol has started a new life as a humble flower shop clerk, hiding who she truly is. Yet every single day she still thinks of him, and quietly admits to herself that she'll probably love Alan for the rest of her life. A coworker keeps pestering her to go drinking, and no matter how politely she refuses, he simply won't take no for an answer. This time he grabs her arm and won't let go, and as she starts to panic, a dark figure watches silently from nearby. A hand seizes the man's wrist, and a cold voice cuts through the street. "Take your hands off my wife." It's Alan, but not the gentle husband she remembers. He's scarred, hardened, and his eyes have gone terrifyingly dark. Pressing a blade to the coworker's throat, he smiles and calmly asks if he may kill him, forcing Carol to beg for the man's life. He lets the stranger go and takes Carol's hand, and through all the blood and exhaustion, he simply murmurs, "I see." Brushing the tears from her cheek, the man who searched for an entire year finally whispers, "I found you." He holds her like he'll never let go, and she barely recognizes this desperate, obsessive version of the calm man she once knew. He's realized she'd been running from him on purpose, and he quietly swears that this time, he will never let her escape again. Gently covering her eyes, he carries her away, leaving her drowning in confusion. Why is he doing this? She wakes in his bedroom, and to her horror, discovers a chain locked around her ankle. He tells her plainly that he's made sure she can never run again, and that he's already had the flower shop informed she quit. Then the truth pours out. Her leaving nearly broke him. He spent the whole year sleeplessly searching, swearing he'd have killed any man who took her. He confesses he became a knight and clawed his way up just to earn the right to propose to her, and he will never, ever divorce her. Carol can hardly believe her ears. Alan loves her? After all of this time? Heart-pounding, she finally asks the question she never dared to. Is it true, or is he only saying it to comfort her? He insists it's real, that he held back only to spare her, and suddenly Carol begins to wonder if everything she believed was wrong. Then comes the bombshell. The first princess lied. The rumors about Alan and her sister were never true, and Carol believed every word. 4 whole years of heartbreak unravel at once, both of them silently enduring, each one certain the other simply didn't care. Alan reveals he fell for her long ago, from a small, forgotten moment when a young Carol once handed him a single flower. She finally says it back. She has only ever loved him, even as he darkly warns that he could never let her go now. Carol promises to stay by his side forever, and the obsessive husband finally admits just how hard he's been holding himself back. Done restraining himself at last, Alan pulls her close, and after 4 long years apart, the distance between them finally disappears.